Good morning. Welcome back to 5th Science online class. In today's class, we are going to learn 11th chapter Earth, Sun and Moon. In this lesson, we will learn solar system, Earth, Sun, Moon and eclipses. First, let us see solar system. What is solar system? The sun and the celestial bodies that revolve around it form the solar system. The solar system is made up of all the planets that orbit our sun. Okay. Apart from the planets, there are also comets, asteroids, satellites of various planets and dwarf planets in the solar system. A satellite is a celestial body that orbits a planet. All planets revolve around the sun in fixed paths called orbits. The solar system is the sun and all the objects that orbit around it. The sun is orbited by planets, asteroids, comets, and other things. The solar system about 4.6 billion years old. The solar system is about 4.6 billion years old. It is formed by gravity in a large molecular cloud. The other objects are pulled into orbit around the sun. Okay, next. How many planets are there in a solar system? Yes, there are 8 planets in the solar system. What are they? They are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. One more planet was there, that is Pluto, which was earlier considered as a planet, was placed in separate category called dwarf planets by the International Astronomical Union in August 2006. Pluto was the dwarf planets. The scientists believe that the solar system evolved from a giant cloud of dust and gases. They believe that this dust and gas began to collapse under the weight of its own gravity. At the center of the spinning giant cloud of dust and gas, a small star began to form. Okay, you see the diagram. This diagram simply gives us a rough idea of how and where each planet is placed. Okay, what is a solar system? The sun and the celestial bodies that revolve around it form the solar systems. Okay. Next, apart from the planets, name the celestial bodies that are in the solar system. Apart from the planets, name the other celestial bodies of the solar system are comets, asteroids and satellites. Okay. Name the planets of the solar system in order of increasing distance from the sun. The planets of the solar system in order of increasing distance from the sun are first one Mercury, next Venus, next Earth, next Mars and Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Okay, let us see the planet Earth. Okay, Earth is different from all the planets in the solar system. It is the only planet on which water can exist in liquid form. The water is essential for our life. The Earth is different from all the planets in the solar system. It has water, air and soil. There is a blanket of air around the Earth called the atmosphere. Blanket means it covers. Okay. The covering of the air around the Earth called the atmosphere, which protects it from a harmful ultraviolet rays of the sun. The Earth's atmosphere constitutes 78% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen with traces of other gases like argon, carbon dioxide and water. The surface of the earth has various features such as oceans, rivers, mountains and valleys. The surface of the earth has oceans, rivers, mountains and valleys. Okay, the surface of the earth has oceans, rivers, mountains and valleys. But do you know what the inside of the earth looks like? Yes, we see the internal structure of the earth. According to scientists, the earth is not a uniform solid sphere. It consists of different layers. These layers are called the crust, mantle and core. The core is further divided into the outer and the inner core. The earth is divided into the three main layers. See a book. The dense hot inner core and then the molten outer core. Core is divided into two, the inner and outer core. The dense hot inner core, that is yellow in color. The molten outer core is orange in color. Next, the mantle is red in color and the thin crust is the outer layer, it is brown in color, which supports all life in the known universe. The Earth's interior is generally divided into three major layers called crust, mantle and core. The Earth is divided into three layers, that is crust, mantle and core. The core is also further divided into two, the outer core and inner core. Okay, let us see the detailed study of the three layers of the earth. What are the three layers of the earth? Crust, mantle and core. Crust is the outermost layer of the earth. Mantle is the middle layer of the earth. It is below the crust. And core is the innermost layer of the earth and it is present at the center of the earth. Okay. In crust, the continents and oceans are present. Continents and oceans lie on this layer. Its thickness varies from 5 km under the ocean floor to 70 km under the continent. The thickness varies from 5 km under the ocean floor to 70 km under the continents. It is made up of rocks. It is full of rocks. It contains everything that is essential for life. All the green plants and water, everything is present in the surface of the earth. So, crust is very essential for the living things. Okay, next, mantle. Mantle, I already told, that is a middle layer of the earth or it is lying below the crust. It is about 2900 kilometer thickness. It has a 2900 kilometer thick. Its upper part is made up of a solid rocks, whereas the lower part consists of molten rocks. The upper part consists of the solid rocks. The lower part consists of molten rocks. It is from here that molten magma comes out when a volcano erupts. It is from here the molten magma comes out when a volcano erupts. Then it contains a lot of iron and magnesium. Okay, next, core. Core is the innermost layer of the earth. It is present in the center of the earth. The outer core is about 2300 kilometer thick. The inner core is 1200 kilometer thick. Okay. Crust is 5 kilometer to 70 kilometers thickness. The mantle is 2900 kilometers thickness. The core is 2300 kilometer thickness. The outer core contains iron and nickel in a molten state. Some sulfur is also present there. The outer core contains iron and nickel and sulfur also. The inner core is solid ball almost entirely made up of iron. The inner core is a solid ball almost entirely made up of iron. The core is divided into two. the inner core and outer core. Outer core contains iron, nickel and sulfur. Okay, the inner core consists of iron. Okay, in which layer of the earth will you find the main source of internal heat? In which layer of the earth will you find the main source of internal heat? The inner core of the earth is where you find the main source of internal heat. The answer is inner core. This is surrounded by the outer core, which is then surrounded by the mantle just under the crust. Okay, the remaining part of the lesson will be discussed in the next class. Thank you.